Bing, 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 bing. We're back. We're back. We're in. We in. We in. We in. There we go. There we go. Welcome in, you guys. Another wonderful Tuesday is Another wonderful Tuesday is upon us. I'm losing everything. I've lost my cadence now. Being muted for those 10 seconds threw off everything. The entire feng shui is fucked. This stream's a wash. Got protein on deck today. Just got back from leg day. Freaking delicious, but I'm spilling. You guys can watch me suck that clean. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. It's freaking NFL season's upon us, eh? I do want to say right off the rip here.
$5.
If you are into NFL fantasy, if you're into fantasy football, the Discord League still needs 4 people. We need 4 people for the Discord League, SAC Discord, Fantasy Football League. I think it's PPR, fantasy, free agent budget. Like everyone gets $100 or whatever for free agents. It'll be 10-team PPR. I think double flex or 3 receiver. Something like that. No kicker. Pretty standard. If we can get 4 more people. 4 more people are needed. 4 more people are needed. So if you're into that, reach out to myself, reach out to Monty in the Discord, join the Discord, free link in the description. Still need 4 people for fantasy. We'd be drafting on the Wednesday if we can get that locked in. So, whew. Also, this Thursday, freaking PC showcase auction coming up. Yeah, Counter-Strike to the moon, right? Right now at the showcase auction for PC games. I know a lot of you, I know not a lot of you guys are PC fans. I know you're not, but like, when's the last time we had a computer game showcase auction?
Fair warning.
When is the last time we had it's been, what, a year? Over a year? 2 years? It's been a long damn time, man. Probably a year, maybe 8 months, eh? Something like that. I remember I made a thumbnail with Baldur's Gate on it. I think that was the last one we had. Baldur's Gate sitting at like $2,000 with BP there. SimCity 2000. Surprisingly, almost at 3,000. Monkey Island almost at 3,000. Actual first print trapezoid box Tomb Raider sitting at what, $1,500 there with BP. Resident Evil, Doom 2, Counter-Strike. Someone mentioned Counter-Strike to the moon. I think it's the first time we've had a real. Is this the first time Source is sold? CS Source, the good one, the clamshell. This is the one I bought back in the day. Only 9 are sealed. Has it sold before?
Fair warning.
I don't think it has. It doesn't say on Heritage, and I don't have a comp for it. So this is that hard clamshell case that also included Half-Life 2 Deathmatch and Day of Defeat, which, like, yeah, I fucked around on both of those, but let's be honest. Anyone who bought this back in the day, you were just playing CS Source, right? You were just playing CS Source, and it was incredible. One of the games that I probably have the most hours logged on, period. My childhood, right? CS Source is right here, as well as, where's Diablo 2? Right there. Diablo 2 and CS Source. This consumed my life from, like, grade... Oh, God, would that have been grade 6 or 7? Grade 7 through grade 12? Something like that? 5 years of my life dedicated to, like, Source and Diablo 2 almost exclusively? Something like that. You grew up playing Team Fortress rocket launcher puzzles. I didn't play Team Fortress myself. I don't know if I was too young or if I just missed it or what happened, but Team Fortress had no relevance in my friend group. It was literally all CS Source. Like, we would just do, you know, once you finished playing Source, like, I want to say, like, competitively, but, you know, then you just do surf maps and stuff. So, I don't know. You made a healthy kale and berry smoothie to enjoy the stream, which is insanely good. Let's go, dude. Let's go, man. But hopefully you guys can come out. That's on Thursday, the PC Showcase auction, so hopefully you can come out on Thursday. I know. It's NFL season opener, Cowboys versus Eagles, so, like, there's some stiff competition out there. What am I kidding? You guys don't watch football. You guys are a bunch of frickin' nerds. You guys don't watch football. What am I? That's why we can't get a fantasy league going. That's why we can't get a frickin' fantasy league. Gamers and... I tell ya. Team Fortress 2 should be a grail. Very rare. I bet Team Fortress 2 would do incredible if one came up, right? I'm sure it would. There are some, like, even that Counter-Strike Source, right? What was it sitting at, like $500? Like, I'm kind of into this.
$120.
I'm kind of into Counter-Strike Source for $85.
$160.
That's kind of cool. Put PC on put CGC on blast again. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, you guys, I don't know if you guys are following this saga the same way with CGC video games. Right here, Kool-Aid Man. Speaking of really cool games on pre-Nintendo, Atari 2600 Kool-Aid Man going for what, $200 there? $212. Most expensive game in the auction so far here was Kool-Aid Man. Yeah, $212. CGC video games. What were they? They were 95 business days when I made that video talking about grading and talking about why I wasn't getting any of my games back, right? It literally took from January to August to get one of my games back. 95 business days, I think, where I sent it in when it was like 60 business days. Then the next day after I put out my video, they dropped it down to 45 business days. Weird as heck, right? How can they do that? There's no way. Space Shuttle! My gosh, speaking of no way, and like Space Shuttle, the 9.6A here, is pushing to $800. Activision, Atari 2600. The last sale on a 9.6A Plus, some way, somehow, back in June 2022 was over $1,000. Why is Space Shuttle so damn expensive? That is shocking to me. I know it's only the second time they've ever had it at Heritage, because I was looking at it, because, like, you know, I don't have that visual representation. Like, my eyes were drawn to it. We don't see Space Shuttle ever, but, like, oh my gosh, man. $750. $750. Oof. But anyways, what I was saying, CGC dropped their thing down to 45 days after my video where I was slammed them for taking like 6 months. And now, someone sent an email and they were like, oh, why is it 45 days now? And they said it was like an accident or something. It wasn't supposed to be updated. And then it was moved back to 90 business days or 95 business days. And now, this week, we are celebrating CGC hitting their turnaround time to 100 business days. Like, they frickin' did it, you guys. People said they couldn't. People said they couldn't. That's the thing. People said that CGC wouldn't be able to hit 100 business day turnaround time, and, like, they did. They showed all of you. They showed all of us. I didn't think they could do it. 100 business days turnaround times. Triple digits, baby. Triple digits. It's insane. Subterranea here is CIB, Atari 2600, iMagic, frickin' beautiful, first time at Heritage, one of the rarest iMagic games, pushing its way to $575. I didn't realize Subterranea here was also something, like, this is real, man. 9.6 CIB, not even factory sealed on this, pushing to $600. When's the last time we saw a CIB Atari game push into the 500-600 here? Kinda nuts. Welcome in, Hamster. Welcome in. All you know about PC games is that cake is a lie. I played Portal for the first time last year, I think? I think I played Portal for the first time last year. Very fun. Very cool game. Is Portal 2 worth playing? I assume it is. We meant to get to it, like my brothers and I. We did like a group play of Portal 1. Great game. Very fun. Shorter than I thought. Need to play Portal 2. I assume it's also worth playing. Subterranea went for $575. Portal 2 is amazing. Yeah, okay. Not surprised. Not surprised to hear, and I think it's also multiplayer, which, like, great. Fantastic. My mechanical error turned around fast for reprinting, recasing at CGC. That's awesome. That's awesome. CGC counting gets complicated. I just don't even understand why they'd answer an email saying that, sorry, it's even dumber. The email they answered, right, about the 45 business days, the email was answered and said, we got rid of a lot of stuff from the backlog, so that's why it went down, right? And then it jumped back up to 90 business days, so another email was sent, and that's when they said, oh no, sorry, it wasn't supposed to be down, or you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, it's one of those things where it was like, just don't even answer the emails. Like, just don't even follow the email, or don't even reply to the emails at that point. Ay. You complained about CG taking so long and they gave you a $50 credit. Is that the cheat code? Is that the cheat code? $110, $120. I mean, at this point, right, I think it is fully warranted to send an email bitching to CGC about how long it's taking. A lot of you guys, if you submitted earlier in the year, you probably submitted at what, 30, 40 business days, and they're now quoting 100? Fair warning. Oh boy, insanity. J-Long, 11 freaking months, dude. Let's go. NFL Jets, the Jets. New York Jets, baby. Jets, Jets. I know they're absolute dog shit, but I'm telling you, this is the year. Justin Fields and the boys. This is the year. Fair warning. I follow the Jets, though, and it's because when my brother and I used to play Madden over the years, like, you know, for 10 years, we'd always play Madden. We bought it every single year.
Fair warning.
We would do franchise mode co-op. And so when you do franchise mode, like we're just, you know, simulating and playing our games. So we'd pick teams within divisions. So we always have 2 games a year plus playoffs. But it was always more fun to pick shitty teams. Like you never want to just walk out there and be like the Patriots and the whatever. You know what I mean? It just wasn't exciting. So in order to make it more exciting, back when the Bills sucked ass as well, we would be the Bills and the Jets a lot of the time, or we would be it's hard to think of the shit teams we used to pick. But the thing is, we'd always pick really bad teams. It just made franchise mode more fun. So, you know, 10 years of playing as the Jets, because they're always horrendous, so I just kind of like them at this point. I just kind of like the Jets now.
$65. $70.
Yeah, the Browns are 1-2. Who's in that division? It might have been, the Ravens were too good for us to pick. So what, Ravens, is that Bucks division? Might have been Browns Bucks that we would play as. Franchise co-op was a shit back in the day. We used to have 7 of us in the league. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Franchise mode, man, just doing franchise mode and playing and just building up your team. That was my Madden experience. I never got into Madden Ultimate Team or anything like that. I didn't do ranked online. It was truly just playing franchise mode. With my brother, right? A franchise mode alone wouldn't be as good. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so Bengals Browns, we would also run. Bengals Browns. Tampa Bay. Yeah, Bengals Browns.
Slot. $35.
Just kind of fun, It made it so that we usually didn't simulate you know, when you're simulating, generally speaking, to win a Super Bowl, it would take like 2, 3, 4 years when you start with a shitty team.
$120.
There was a dispute over trades with CPUs, and we slowly stopped doing it. Oh, man. There's so much you can do in franchise mode. Some years had like glitches with contract offers and free agency that we would exploit. There were trades you could exploit using draft picks. There were certain players on every roster every single year that for some reason weren't valued. Like Haloti Ngata, I think it was a Ravens center or a Ravens right guard. For some reason, they would just give him away for like a 4th round pick every single year. I don't know why. He's like a 94, one of the best in the league. That was years ago, right? It was just, you just learn these certain players and like, yeah, it's great. It's great. It's a blend of exploitation plus strategy and then actually being decent at the game so that we could beat each other if we meet each other in the playoffs. Fantastic. Best, like, Madden was fantastic. I think Madden 26 literally just released, so. Would Heritage have updated by now if any of the signature items didn't sell, or does it take longer? We can take a peek if anything is updated at this point. I think it would take a little bit longer. What sold at the signature now? Zelda. Oh, it's easiest for me to find stuff from the signature by just, like, punching in. What was it? Zelda Oval, right? The 9.8 sold at the signature. I think it might take a little bit longer yet for any non-solds to appear, but we can take a really quick look here. Really quick look. View sold. There is nothing so far in the not sold. Everything is still showing sold. Everything is still, yeah, not long enough hasn't passed yet. Long enough hasn't passed yet for that one. Of the pre-Nintendo stuff here, Space Hawk went for $275, Swords and Serpents $104, Tron, Mesa Tron $124, Truckin' baby, that's actually dope. 9.6A in iMagic and Television. That is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen this before. What a badass cover. First time mission-based racing titles. You drove a semi across the scenic Great Plains. Wow. Interstates of USA and Canada, baby. That's crazy. Frickin' truckin' on the Intellivision, hey? First time at Heritage on that, $237.50. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen it before. Jumpman Jack, I think? Jumpman Jr., sorry. $104 there into Lupin. This is ColecoVision now. We have Atari, we have frickin'...
Fair warning.
Yeah, NW Seahawks would be posting all the unpaid lots anyway already. This is true. This is true. You could trade a 66 rookie CV for Tom Brady. Exactly. Once you know what the game does and doesn't value, it's insane. Yeah, exactly. It takes longer. I figured as much. That we wouldn't have the answers yet on that. When will Canada get a team? Freaking never. Let's be honest. Freaking never. The closest we got was what? When the Buffalo Bills almost went to Toronto? I think that was the closest Canada ever got to an expansion. Otherwise, now, I genuinely, never. Canada will never get a team. I don't think it will ever happen. I think frickin' Mexico will get a team first before Canada ever did. Or Germany, is that where they go play a lot of games? The UK? They would probably get a team before Canada ever does. Looping going for $104. Moonsweeper, also in television, also first time at Heritage Auctions. I'm not sure why there is so much pre-Nintendo here, some juicy stuff, but if you are into this, I know probably a lot of this community here doesn't collect Atari, Coleco, and television, but 8.08 plus, new Moonsweeper for ColecoVision, pushing its way to $100 here.
Fair warning.
You sold a CIB trucking recently for $50 to $60. Wow, I'm surprised you're even selling in television. Selling a lot of this pre-Nintendo stuff is also kind of hard. So I'm surprised you're able to find a buyer for $50 to $60. Only thing this auction doesn't have is Odyssey. Seriously, dude. Seriously. Today is also a Japanese VGA day. Yeah, the auction's weird, man. If you guys haven't looked, here, I'll post it in chat here. Join into the auction, get some bids in still. You can proxy bid forward. There is a lot of Japanese stuff in here as well. Famicom, and there's a lot of Pokemon. Pokemon Red is a Sandshrew print, I believe there. Pokemon Gold is coming up. There's a Japanese case of Pokemon Gold Silver here, unopened 10. Chocobo on GBA, Boktai on GBA. It's weird. Sonic Advance Party here on GBA, Shinshaku Shaiken on GBA. I don't know. I don't know why there's all this great Japanese stuff, all this great Pokemon stuff. It's a very interesting auction. Very interesting auction all the way. What's with all the Japanese stuff? I'm not sure. I know, right? It just snuck its way in there. Parasite Eve, Brave Fencer is there. It just, I don't know. I think there's also on GameCube. There it is. Fire Emblem 90 plus.
Next lot.
Fire Emblem 90 plus. Just, I don't know. I don't know why all this Japanese stuff is here this week, but I know it's starting off slow here. We gotta push through all this Atari, Coleco, and stuff. But once we get through this, man, some juicy stuff coming up in this weekly auction. Victory 9.4 unopened copy closes out here. Are those Japanese games pre-tariff? Yeah, frick. They're gonna go to the moon here, Mike. With all those tariffs, people can't import anymore from Japan. The United States are playing more. It's going to be crazy. Do people give you shit about being Canadian? No, not at all. Not in any kind of serious sense. No. It's a meme. Obviously, being in Canada is kind of silly, kind of goofy. You know that. Canada's a bit of a silly place, right? So silly, it was in Celeste, aren't they making a mission to Canada or something? It's just a silly place. So, it's a bit of a meme, but...
Next lot.
That's about it, though.
$60.
Yeah, Canada's great. Canada's great. Victory for $150 into Duck Hunt 85 plus Silver Box re-release.
$120.
The silver release being I'm just gonna say worse than the purple box release. You know, I say if you want to buy a purple box now, the 85 pluses are what, $300. This is the Silver Box re-release. Now, not every Silver Box Famicom game you see is going to be a re-release. It's kind of like NES games where some Rev A actually are the first print. Some are going to have no Rev A that exist. Silver Box Duck Hunt is a re-release, later production, whatever you want to call it. But I'm positive there are some of these Nintendo first-party Famicom where Silver Box is also the first release. I'm pretty freaking positive. You've been to Victoria and it was beautiful. I've never even been out there. I've been to some places in BC, but never to Victoria. I got to get out there at some point. The GameCube component cable has you tempted. Yeah, what is that? A Japanese component cable, right? Didn't they finally figure out the tech? Didn't the scientists finally reverse engineer this thing to the point where this is no longer super expensive? Am I right on that? They were able to reverse engineer the technology to where this cable can now be purchased off Temu or AliExpress. Because for the longest time, this cable was $300. I don't think it's super expensive anymore. Maybe it is, but it's sitting at $300 right now. Japanese frickin' the component cable. Kind of nuts. There are third-party options now. There it is. There it is. How the fuck do NES games start at Rev A? What don't I understand? What do you mean, Final Fight CD? That they start at Rev A? Everything made from NES post like early 1987 is Rev A. Revision A, as far as NES is concerned, is refers to what? 3-screw cartridges, right? That's what Revision A means. It just means it's a 3-screw. So it's not the same sense as like yeah, the revision is 3-screw.
$190.
That's all Rev A means on NES sense. So Rev A in of itself, if game only printed with Rev A, is not indicative of print. Does that make sense? It's not like a ROM revision. It's a it's swapping from 5-screw to 3-screw. For anyone who didn't know.
Next
Dolph VGA 90 silver box for $200. The Duck Hunt actually sold for $350. I think it beat the last purple box release, funny enough. Ninja Gaiden 2 VGA 85 for $250 there, and the Snake's Revenge 9.2A. Just in time for freaking Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, hey? Anyone playing that yet? That's going to be the next one I start up. I got to finish up Twilight Princess here. I'm at the... We just finished the... Oh god, we did the Snow Temple. Or like the Forgotten Ruins and the Snowhead. We did that one, and then what's the temple after that? We just beat it. I can't even remember now. God, my memory's so shot, man. I think we're at the point here where we're pushing to the end of the game. Pushing to the end of the game on Twilight Princess. I'm pretty positive. Then we got to go into Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. That's the next thing. You were considering the Ninja Gaiden 2? I mean, for $250, it's pretty damn cool, dude. For $250, it's pretty damn cool. What was on Snake's Revenge? Nothing, man. Nothing. What do you mean what was on Snake's Revenge? That's nothing. Your eyes must be playing tricks on you, man. I don't see anything. Like I don't. Looks normal to me. That's looks normal to me. No notes. No notes. Looks nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. I don't know. I don't see anything, you guys. I don't see anything. Wild Gunman VGA 85 qualified for $144. Snake's Revenge $375. That's oh gosh. Yeah, freaking cordyceps all over it. Seriously. Group lot of 2 CIBs here. Mario and Mario pushing their way to over $100. These are both Mario Bros. And the variant, the yellow box version of Mario Bros. And the variant without the FF logo on Mario Bros. So it should be an earlier print there of the bottom one. The bottom one should be an earlier print. I don't know if it's a first print or anything, but it should be earlier. $150 to the pair there. Nintendo Power Index. Second time selling it. Where does this come from? All the games that are featured in Nintendo Power 1 to 50. Everything from Mario 2. Index... up to issue 50. Yeah, where does this come from? Where do you get the index sheet from?
Fair warning.
It's kind of neat, but it's also kind of... It was a loose Nintendo Power insert. There we go. I was going to say, because it's not like numbered or anything at the top. It literally says like no date, number NN. Index was a loose Nintendo Power insert. That would make sense based on everything they're saying here. You bought the last one of these? Yeah, there's 2 9.4s, 1 higher. Somebody forgot to ask for the cleaning service on that Snake's Revenge. Maybe it's just the CGC blister, like maybe, but it looks awful. Looks awful. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna clean off. I don't know what's gonna be able to do with that, but it doesn't look good. They had the only 90 in history for Ninja Gaiden 2, which is at nearly $600. Yes, I saw that too, Matt. I did throw a bid at Ninja Gaiden. I think I bid like $150. Just because it was one of those bids where if no one else shows up to the auction, I will win this for $150, right? Like, it's pretty dope. It's Ninja Gaiden 2. But $250, I think, is probably in line with where it should be. Maybe still a bit cheap, but the Japanese market still has so much who knows what if going along with it. Probably just the blister on Snake's Revenge. Just wait half a year for the recase. Like, I think it has to be the blister, or else they would have made a note on it, right? They would have to make a note about all this. He had his snake all over this thing. Like they'd have to make a note. There's no way around it. Also, I do have to say, if you guys do want to get into a future Heritage auction coming up. There is still the 6th generation and beyond coming up in October. There is a trading card games and manga Japanese auction coming up September 17th. Or yeah, you have to consign by, sorry. Japanese video games, 8 to 64-bit. There's also the Signature coming up in November. Power of PlayStation, 8 to 64-bit. There is another PC auction coming up in November. So all the showcase auctions we love, all the showcase auction you guys have come to expect. If you want to get into any of those, if you want to get into a weekly auction, videogames@ha.com, referral link in the description, all the good stuff there. Are the Japanese games unopened? Yes, unless it says qualified. So if it's unopened with CGC, it will literally say unopened. If it's unopened with VGA, it will not say qualified. There was one here. So this is qualified. This is open. If it says qualified here, if it's blue plus qualified equals opened. Anything else, CGC is going to say unopened on it. WADA is going to say NS, I believe. So this VGA 80 here, Final Fantasy VI, $375. This is brand new, unopened. Am I streaming Thursday? Of course I am. You think I'm going to miss the PC Showcase auction? You think I'm going to miss the PC Showcase auction? I wouldn't miss that for my life. Not on my life.
Fair warning.
Not even to watch them Cowboys.
420.
Can't miss the PC Showcase auction. Mortal Kombat is a Majesco print, 9.68 plus, so it's still almost $1,000. Man, Mortal Kombat is just freaking expensive, hey? Just freaking expensive. Look at these, hey? Speaking of what's, geez, some of these CGCs here aren't looking so hot today. Maybe I'm just on a CGC hate boner here. I gotta lay off, hey? I'm just being rude. I'm just pissed off about the 100 business days. Let's be honest. I'm just angry about 100 business days. $812 on the 9.68 plus just sold last week for $843. So like 9.68 plus Majesco. I mean, earlier this year, I wonder if someone had a case. Someone must have submitted a case of these, hey? We had it the 19th, the 26th, and now this week. 3 weeks in a row. 1,250, 843, and now 812. It sold 3 weeks in a row. Weird. Weird that they have all these coming there. Street Fighter 2 sealed, Turbo, 9.08 plus with 562.50, 7.58 plus, Sand Shrew Red. As always, the floor on these are kind of high. $2,000 to get yourself a floor copy, right?
Fair warning.
7.5A plus. The last 8.0 was $4,000 last year. Oh my gosh. 7.5A plus plus. All the way back July 2023 was $2,700, hey? The price on this is actually barely moved. Like, this is a 7.5B plus. This probably sold just as, like 7.5A plus plus was $2,760 2 years ago. Now 7.5B plus is $2,000. That's like, that is right in line with exactly where it should be. Now, I do think 7.5B plus, should it be $2,000? I don't know. But I also know the floor is super freaking high. It's one of those things where you should probably just, you should just push to try and get an 8 and an A, because it would probably only cost you $25 to $3,000. You know what I mean? Pokemon Gold 9.48 plus for $2,250. Pokemon Atomic Game Boy Color Purple. VG85, it is the one without the hollow strip on the side there, so that'll be a later release copy, going for $2,000 still on that. Damn. Is that yellow? Is the screen always that yellow, or am I crazy? Does it always have like that, I was going to say a piss yellow hue to it, but this is a family channel, so just looks a little bit yellower than I'm used to on that. It probably is, hey? It probably always is. Animal Crossing. 75 plus, Japanese release N64 here, pushing up to 175. What percent submitted comeback qualified? It's not a percent thing. There is no percentage that comes back qualified. If you send in unopened games, you will receive unopened grades. If you send in open stuff, you will get qualified. I can't give you a percentage answer on that. It's purely game by game, and if you actually are submitting unopened stuff or not. A lot of people have no idea. They'll send in stuff and it will get qualified, but I don't think a lot of people send in expecting qualified. But you can look at the stuff yourself, Knights. Like, if you get a good eye for it and a good gauge and you know where your stuff is coming from, like...
$420.
What do you think was a better buy, 2K for the red or the gold? I really don't like... I really don't like 7.5B plus, personally. So, like, I would rather have a gold 9.48 plus for $2,000 personally, but it's damn close. The grade is just a bit too low for me. But many are claimed unopened. Yeah, that's like someone who doesn't know what they're doing with Japanese unopened is going to get like scammed. You're going to get, you're going to have a bad time if you don't understand that most stuff that is listed as unopened, that is listed as brand new, is actually opened, is actually used. You're going to have a bad time.
Fair warning.
I can't tell you what percent of stuff is actually opened, but if you take a browse on like Yahoo Auctions Japan or Mercari or something, I would say 95% of everything posted unopened, brand new, whatever it is actually opened, is actually used. I can give you that kind of percent if you like, but that's about it as what I can. 10 more gold and silver, $750 for the 10-pack. Here's something that's truly unopened, brother. Here's something that's brand new. 10 copies, Pokemon Gold and Silver, selling for $75 a pop. It's cool. I think owning a case of them is just kind of neat, personally. But, like, obviously there isn't also a ton of value in here. There's, like, an infinite number of copies of these that exist. But for $750 to own a whole case of Pokemon Gold and Silver, I mean, there's worse things. You sell them well in Australia. There we go, dude. I was going to say, there's worse things to purchase for $750. There is worse things to purchase. The entire nation of Japan is floating on cases of those. You'd take higher grade gold than lower grade red all day. You're just buying the significance of red. Charizard tax, man. The Charizard tax. I was freaking bought by KO Bacon in chat, dude. Bacon Man in chat. He's gonna peddle them off to the Australian buyers. $20. Boktai 90 plus. This is Boktai 2, right? I think 90 plus for 206. Chocobo Land VGA 95 plus. Oh my god, that's nice for 187.50. Mario Pinball Land 9.28 plus plus. Actually a fun game if you've never played it before. If you're looking for something to kill some time, if you have an emulator on your phone or something, download Mario Pinball Land. It's actually quite fun. It's just a good time kill, you know what I mean? Fun game, cool concept. It's Mario. You'll have fun with it. Pushing its way here to $129 on the 9.2A++. Closing for $124. I think it's cheap. I think that is cheap on Mario Pinball Land. 9.6A plus was $175. Man, it's just worthless, eh? No one cares about Mario Pinball Land. Now, dare I say, this game should have a little bit more value. Like I said, it's kind of fun. Where are the gamers at? Where are the gamers at? Pokemon Sapphire, 8.5A plus here. Pushing its way to $1,600. Graded unopened Japanese Mega Man 1 must be a lot. I don't even know if it exists, Night of Old. If that exists, yes, it would be insanely expensive. I don't know if Mega Man 1 Japanese exists unopened. What percent of Japanese games do you think are wrongly verified? I'd say 5 to 10% are probably fucked up. Either it was graded unopened, or it was said it was opened, or whatever it is. Because I also accept that with this Famicom stuff, with this Super Famicom, N64, retro Japanese stuff, I get it. It's not an exact art. It's not an exact science, I mean. There's a little bit of art, there's a little bit of subjectivity, there's a little bit of production variance, you know what I mean? I fully understand that in trying to decide if every single thing is unopened or open based on hinge marks, whatever it is, that there's probably 5 to 10%, I would assume, is fucked up in there. Maybe 5%. 5% is wrongly either graded opened or wrongly unopened. That would be my guess, personally. Everything probably exists, just might not be publicly known. Yeah, I don't think, like, to the point there about what might exist, what might not be.
Fair warning.
What might exist and what might not exist. Like, I don't think there's early print copies of Mario Bros. Either, Famicom, known to exist. Every unopened Mario that has come up is like the latest print that exists. So,
fair warning.
If some of those super iconic, really, you know, Mega Man 1, Mario early, if those exist, I'm not sure, but it's going to be very, very few copies. Sonic Pinball Party 90 plus Japanese game, or Japanese GBA there for $325. What game is this here? Square Enix. Is it Secret of Mana something?
$140.
I see the Seiken Densetsu. VJ 95 for $300 there, and Sapphire went for $1,500. Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace 8.5A plus. First time at Heritage. I was gonna say this is actually one of the rarer Spider-Man games on GBA. Don't know if it's any good or anything. It's 2001, so like it is pretty damn early on GBA. Pushing its way to almost $200. Yeah, just one of the rarer to find GBA Spider-Man games.
$170.
You sent in like 5 cases of those, got more 9.8 than lower than 9.8s. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. That's huge though. I mean, yeah, I hope that there is some better way, but I mean, even when you look at some of the older VGA graded Japanese stuff, and it might be that VGA wasn't looking as closely as they were at that, back in say 2015 when Japanese stuff was fucking worthless.
$260.
Yeah. As far as VGA goes, the best they've graded on Rockman 1 is a qualified 85. So there you go, right? They don't open to verify inserts, etc.? No. Nope. No. If you want something unopened, it is truly unopened. That's where the subjectivity, production variance, hinge whitening, that's where all that subjectivity comes into there and where it becomes more of an art than a science.
$300.
You have a new inbox early print Mario Bros. Only open to verify the contents, and that's it.
Fair warning.
If only default. If only they didn't have to verify the contents.
Next lot.
A nice little, what, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 verification there? Thank God the stuff was in the box, hey? Spider-Man going for $200 there. Sword of Mana, $350 with the VGA 95. Qualified console here on the Famicom Color. I think one of these just sold not long ago. Right? That's all the way back in July. And 85 plus was 560. Wasn't there one of these more recently? Maybe I'm thinking of something else here. 85 plus qualified, pushing to $450. Granny! Let's go, dude.
Reserved for Greg's PC fund.
Let's go, Granny. I appreciate you, dude. I'm also gonna hit you back soon. I know I need to reply to you on something there. I'll hit you back soon as well, but appreciate you, Granny. Appreciate you. You have an absolutely insane lot of games arriving tomorrow, like NES Nerds, Dreamboat stuff. Where from, what you got? Where is it from and what you got, Hamster? Post it to the Discord, my guy. I'm excited to see what you have. What's up with the notes on Street Fighter 2 Turbo? What?
Fair warning.
Fire Emblem 90 plus Japanese GameCube Street Fighter 2 Turbo. What do you mean what's up with the notes here?
Fair warning.
Packaged without dust cover. So with the grading, I can say unequivocally that they do weigh stuff. So, weight will be taken in, but it also is very possible that they're x-raying stuff or scanning.
$120.
They whipped out the old x-ray, the old scanner here to see that it didn't have a dust cover. So I guess first off, if they see a discrepancy with weight, then they'd probably whip out the x-ray. I don't think they x-ray everything by default. That would be way too expensive, wouldn't it?
Fair warning.
Wouldn't it be insanely expensive to x-ray everything by default? I think it would be.
$240.
So I'm guessing
$40.
I don't even know. What can they... There has to be something that would show it, right? Ultrasound? What do they need to do to that thing? What's growing in there? There has to be some way, because that is a very specific note. A very specific note to put on there. So they have to be able to see inside of there. I'm guessing there was a weight discrepancy and then scanned in some way. Or a known production thing, maybe.
$400.
It feels like, maybe. The Fire Emblem, $225 on the 90 plus. Resident Evil 4, 9.28 plus 150, $450 for the qualified Famicom Color SP. $400 on the VGA 90 component cable. Did any of you win it? Did any of you win the component cable for 90? $400 for it?
Fair warning.
Animal Crossing Wild World, 90 plus, only one graded out of 11 on the VGA Pop Report. First print copy here, pushing its way to $600.
Fair warning.
Let's go Animal Crossing DS here. Wild World fans pushing almost $700 here. That's kind of crazy, man. Animal Crossing Wild World. People always ask in here, right? Like, oh, what's the future for DS? What's the future for 3DS games? It's good. The future for those consoles is going to be good, man. Those are insanely popular consoles. Both people who played them, people who collect them, people who are going to have nostalgia for them in the future. Insanely popular. Animal Crossing Wild World for $625. I think the future on both those consoles it's bright, man. Bright futures ahead. If you want to start buying sealed and stuff, obviously, like, the biggest issue, right? The biggest issue with DS is that you have to know how to identify fakes. You have to know what a factory sealed North American copy of the game looks like. Because even Wild World, there's a ton of fakes on eBay. So it's like, that's the biggest barrier right now to keeping people away from this stuff. 90 plus is obviously beautiful as well, but if you're going to get into it, you have to know how to identify Nintendo DS fakes. There's a ton of them. The most commonly faked system by far. Zelda Japanese, $300 here for, I was going to say steampunk. Spirit Tracks, Jesus Christ. $300 for Spirit Tracks, $95. Partners in Time, VGA 90. It is the reprint, red case, later release, whatever you want to call it, $175. Pokemon Black 2, VGA 95, game only. Pushing its way to $250. DS games suck because of all the fakes. You don't even want to collect for it. I hear you, man. I hear you. And it's probably why I also think we're going to see graded copies probably get a lot of premium once more people get into it, if more people get into it, because, like, at least then you don't have to put up with the fakes, right? It's like Japanese stuff. Japanese stuff that's already confirmed should have a big premium to it because it's all, you don't have to get scammed. Because then you don't have to get scammed.
Next lot.
Zelda plus trains, an autistic boy's dream. Wow. We're doing it. You're going there, Retro Game Rescue. Why would you grade a cable? This is the ultra rare, super sought after component cable, Mike. Like, this used to be a collector's, players. Like, this thing's special, man. This is a thing that a lot of GameCube people care about. Like, the component cable is freaking great. Pocket Monsters Black 2, VGA 95. Pokemon Conquest, VGA 90. Pushing its way to 375. The graded Japanese GameCube component cable would look so good next to a set of PSP accessories.
Next lot.
Oh, God. Jason put his hand on your chrono trigger and said it's kicking.
110 to 120.
Yeah, when they ultrasound your video games at CGC, they got to see what's going on in there.
Fair warning.
Pokemon Conquest for $350 on the VGA 90. Is this even... This doesn't feel like super expensive. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm turning into like DS pilled here. $350 for Conquest. I feel like a factory sealed one on eBay would cost you almost $200, no? Or does no one care about Conquest? I never played it myself, just completely missed it. 2012, yeah, just never played it myself. Pokemon Ultra Sun, 9.88 plus here. They forgot to put some text on the they forgot some text on the label here. I just sniped this. Look at this. Type. What type is it? Oh my god, I don't know. I tell you, CGC. Oh god, I'm hating on them again. Fuck. God damn it, Greg! Stop hating on CGC. Stop hating on CGC. I'm back. Jesus, that was a close one. Nothing. Pokemon Ultra Sun sold for $187.50. I'm back. Don't worry, boys. We're back. That's pretty reasonable for Conquest. It's just that no one wants it. Conquest is so good. Is it actually? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not. 9.98 here. Pokemon X pushing its way to 275 into Mario and Luigi Brothership. 9.88 every single week, closing out the Nintendo block, baby.
$45.
It really isn't that hard to tell, though. DS fakes are hard if you know fuck all. So if you're someone who wants to enter into the market and it's like, oh yeah, Y folds, perfect, right? Perfect. It's the easiest to fake and the easiest to fall for a fake, I guess I would say. Is it easy to tell once you've been in the hobby for 5 years and you've handled 400 DS games, blah, blah, blah? Sure. Right? Sure. But like for your average person who might be like what? DS kids are probably like 20 to 25 right now, no? How old is the DS kids? Pokemon Conquest is 2012. 2012. Yeah, like they're not old. DS kids are young still. Probably born in like the year 2000 to 2005. So they're what, 20 to 25 years old. They don't know how to tell a fake DS game apart. They're just going to wander in here and get scammed. And then they're never going to come back. That's the worst part. A lot of those people are going to get scammed here buying a DS game, and they're just like never going to enter back into the market. As unfortunate as it is. Arrow Flash Renovation 9.4B plus. I believe it's a shmup. I believe.
Fair warning.
Pushing its way here to $100, which is just insane. Insane that no one cares about Arrow Flash anymore. I swear to God, it used to be a sought-after Genesis title, collector title. I don't know. I thought people cared about it. Pushing its way here to $100. Mario and Brothership is such a meme. It's such a who cares game. It just is such a who cares game. I don't think anyone's going to talk. No one does talk about it already, right? You go 2, 3, 4 years into the future, I really think it's just going to be nothing.
$130.
No one wants Arrow Flash, but no one also wants to sell it for $75. Literally. Pushing its way to $150 here. It's getting a little bit of love. It's getting a little bit of love. What's going on with the Mortal Kombat seal? See, this is what I think it just has to be the blister, right? This looks like it's a 9.88 plus. So it has vent holes going all the way down, but this looks similar to what we were just talking about with Snake's Revenge, where like something has to be going on with the blister here, right? Or the case or something. Because like,
fair warning.
There's a lot of weird... maybe it's just the contrast of the photo?
$260.
It's weird.
$300.
It's weird. But I assume it just has to do with the CGC case, the blister, and how the photo is. Because, like, it's a 9.88 plus.
$80.
Arrow Flash, yeah, $162. I mean, if you want a copy, this is as cheap as you'll literally ever get it ever. I agree. Anything renovation is cool. Comic Zone, 9.68 plus plus for $512.50. The Mortal Kombat is still pushing its way up to $500 here. The last 9.88 plus was last week, believe it or not, for $687.50. And the week before that for $687.50. This copy right now is pushing for $625. One more bid, and it's $687.50. The Comic Zone was cheap, you stepped away and you missed it? What the heck, man? You heard VGA grade some fake DS and 3DS games? You'd think they have more knowledge than that? You don't know? VGA now, I wouldn't expect to grade any fake DS or 3DS games. If you go VGA circa 2015, yes, there was some fakes coming out, but, you know, back in 2015, 2016, 2017, that's like when the DS fakes were really starting to take hold, becoming more popular. So, yeah, at those times, there were some that went through, VGA learned, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. In 2025 here, I wouldn't expect any DS fakes, 3DS fakes to go through VGA. Not at all. For what it's worth, I wouldn't expect it whatsoever. Have they in the past? Yes, but would they now? I highly doubt it. Who the F took that Mortal Kombat from you? Guess what price it ended at, you guys? Guess what price it ended at? $687.50. Do you think it was the same person who bought all 3 copies all 3 weeks in a row for the exact same price? It very well could have been. It is not me. But it seems a little bit suspicious that they all sold for the exact same price. Shaq Fu, $200 for the 9.98 plus plus. Virtua Cop 2, 9.48 plus, $187.50. And a Brave Fencer Musashi, 75 plus Japanese copy here, pushing its way to $50. I mean, yeah, 75 plus isn't the nicest. This is one of those times where I wish VGA had notes. I'm guessing the spine of the game is absolutely fried. I'm guessing. There's a 1.5 inch seal tear on the bottom spine and a corner poke. Really? Just a tear and a corner poke? And it's a 75 plus? That's it? A 1.5 inch tear on the bottom spine and a corner poke. Top right. It seems harsh for it to be a 75 plus, no? Anyways, Brave Fencer Musashi pushing its way here to $80.
Next lot. $150.
You won the first 2, Miller. There we go. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all that the same person was winning a couple copies. You would have had to bid one more time. It would have been your most expensive copy yet.
Next lot.
Honestly, with how the blister and everything looks, you'd have to get it recased. I understand you not pushing that one. But no, that's funny. That's funny. Cool game. At $700 for the 9.88 plus, I've said it before, like, I believe in Mortal Kombat. As a franchise, as a video game, I believe in it as a long-term hold. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. VGA is unforgiving on the seals. CGC would give it an A. I feel like you might be able to squeeze out an A with both CGC and WADA, honestly. Right? Like, I think you might be able to squeeze an A with both. So, like, what is this? A 9.8 B plus? Right? Like, that's the difference we're getting in scales right there. This could be a 9.8 B plus. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Unless the spine is truly faded, right? Japanese games, the sun damage is so prevalent, so it's possible. We obviously can't see the spines, but kind of nuts. Yeah, I think there must be other damage too. It seems crazy to me, but hey.
Fair warning.
Parasite Eve 2 was a VGA 90, one of the highest graded copies on the Pop Report, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been tied for the highest copy. Beautiful cover on Parasite Eve 2, Japanese there. $450 into Tomba, The Wild Adventures, VGA 90 for $187.50. Crimson Tears, PS2, 9.88 plus Capcom title here. Highest graded they've ever sold on Heritage out of only 2. The last 9.68 plus all the way back in 2022 was $169. The 9.8 right now is fighting for its life here to get to $100. Do I believe in the Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet? It's so hard, man. This is something we talk about in the Discord or in live chat and stuff. Once items are a certain size, it's very, very, very hard for them to like super large items, big shit, almost has price ceilings to it. So yeah, the original arcade cabinet should be super expensive. It should be 5 figures, all this stuff. But like trying to transact original arcade cabinets is really difficult because it's really hard to ship them. It's really hard to store them. It's really hard to fix them. It's way harder to own an original cabinet than it is to just buy the game on Super Nintendo, right? And that's why the game on Super Nintendo sells for like $20,000. I don't know the price of an arcade cabinet, but I highly, highly, highly doubt that a Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet costs $20,000 right now. I doubt it will ever cost that much. So, do I believe in stuff like that? Sure, I do, but I don't know. You really have to... You have to have so much space, knowledge, money. They're big stuff, man. Big stuff is tough. I think the reason that games are held back a bit is because they're very big when relative talking to a trading card, right? Even video games, like a PS2 game, factory sealed graded, it's like the size of 50 trading cards. So, it's tough, man. It's tough. Big stuff hits ceilings quick when it comes to pricing and stuff. VGA 85 Gran Turismo Gran Turismo Concept Air Trek Turbo Special Edition. What is this? Only copy on the VGA Pop Report. Between 2002 and 2003, Sony released several Gran Turismo concept demos, each designed to showcase something. VGA 85 on this just going for $74. Kind of neat. A Japanese trial disc? Gotcha.
Next lot.
Gotcha. Neo Contra, $187.50. Demon Souls Deluxe Edition with the book and the CD, VGA 85. I did throw a bid at it, Joe Kane. I saw you mention earlier there. I did throw a bid at it, but I'm not pushing this to $1,000. VGA 85 here, pushing, $1,000 on it. I think I bought the 85 Plus for $875 back in November. I think that's me. I'm pretty positive that's me.
$320.
This sold for $1,000 on the nose with the art book and everything. I'm pretty positive. Where are the comps here? This is me. Now, it's not the most ideal copy to own or anything, but is it me? Yes, it is. I won this one. So it doesn't have the art book glued to it or anything. I don't know. How much does that matter? I'm not sure. But I bought this, $875. I'm happy with it. I wish I could show it off for you guys. You know, I bought it frickin' almost a year ago now. I still don't even have it with me, but... yeah, I know. I wanted one forever, and I genuinely think it's It's not at my house. It's still with the middleman. Yeah, HW, I pushed this to 600 myself. I pushed it to 600.
Fair
So
warning. 65.
I can't pay $1,000 for an 85. And it sucks that when you get it with the art book, it covers up the entirety of the game itself. So, like, I don't know. It's just kind of ugly. Either way, $1,000 there. Black Phantom Edition. This is UK specific. 425 there. PAL exclusive. Gran Turismo 5 VGA85 Japanese limited edition. $94. Gran Turismo 5 Prologue Japanese VGA85 Plus. And tons of Japanese stuff. Tons of Japanese stuff. Yeah, Demon Souls was one of my most wanted games for sure for a long time there. Absolutely. Absolutely one of my most wanted games. So I'm happy to knock it off. One of these days I'll show it off. I'll show off Demon Souls eventually, man. The new tariffs and everything makes everything even harder to bring into Canada. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Did I play the remake? I did not. I did not. I hope to eventually, but I don't own a PS5 and I don't know when I'll buy a PS5. So, I haven't played the remake, but I don't feel a lot of FOMO about it. You know, I've heard the remake good, but like, yeah.
$380.
Metal Gear Solid 4 limited edition 85 plus. Yeah, if it comes to PC or something, I'm sure I'll be able to download it somewhere. So
Fair warning.
I'll play it eventually. CGC, do they grade Japanese GameCube? I think so. Yes.
Fair warning.
Yes, they do.
500.
Yes, they do.
700.
You'll let someone else take this Metal Gear Solid 4? I can't believe this is pushing to $900 fucking dollars. This is crazy.
Fair warning.
This is crazy. It's an 85 plus nice copy and all that stuff, but like raw copies on eBay are what, $150 to $200? So like this saw a really big premium here for 85 plus. Beautiful game, it's cool, all that good stuff, but like that is a premium, man. There's like 20 graded above it. Oh yeah, no, Metal Gear Solid 4 limited edition has 0 rarity. It was super available. No one wanted it back at launch. It was overprinted. It was overprinted. There are just a ton of them that survived, factory sealed. People were grading it. Like, this was a massive, massive, massive limited edition release.
Fair warning.
I would not call it limited whatsoever. These things were everywhere, man. Yeah. $812. Oof. Spider-Man Edge of Time 9.9 A plus PS3. Yeah, I think it's the right choice to let that go knee high.
Fair warning.
I bid like $250 myself on it. I am fully okay with letting that go. Is original Xbox underpriced? Is it time to talk about original Xbox, everybody? Is it time to talk about original Xbox? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I will say Xbox is underpriced until the cows come home. It just is, man. No one's looking at original Xbox. If you want to get into the market, if you want to start collecting something factory sealed or even CIB, nobody collects for original Xbox. Nobody. Nobody does it. Yes, it has some expensive games, blah, 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 but in general, no one collects original Xbox. It is a great time to get in. There's a ton of great games. You can, like, do it. Do it. Get in there. Xbox needs more love, man. Great console, great library.
$190.
That's my thought on original Xbox. $225, Spider-Man Edge of Time. You're collecting OG Xbox and Dreamcast? Very nice. Those are, like, it's good. You can get a lot of stuff. It's affordable. Spider-Man Web of Shadows 9.8A plus on this, pushing its way to almost $250. Edge of Time went for $225. I'm not exactly sure what these Spider-Man games are worth. Like, I know some of the Spider-Man games on PS3 and Xbox are super sought after, super expensive, all that stuff. They both went for about $200 here, 9.9 and 9.8. Doesn't sound super expensive to me, but I don't know if these are the ones people actually like or the ones people actually want. I never really got into that, like, buying up all the superhero games or the Spider-Man games or whatever it was. Didn't really care to me. You're collecting Xbox Retro Game Rescue. Don't get them talking about Xbox until you finish your set. Yeah, limited edition. You guys know this. Any limited edition in the PS3 or the Xbox 360 era, they were the furthest thing from limited that ever existed, right? Like, any collector's edition made for any big game was printed to the absolute dirt. All of them.
Warning.
So, like, maybe some of the more niche releases, like Mass Effect had a limited edition. That was a new franchise at the time. Dragon Age got a collector's edition or whatever. Again, a new franchise, so it wasn't quite as overprinted. But, like, any of the big titles that were coming out, like Halo 3 collector's edition, it's like, it's everywhere, man. They're Modern Warfare 2 hardened edition and stuff. Like, they're everywhere. They were printed. There's so many. Now, obviously, we're 20 years out and everything. They're a little bit harder to find, but, like, yeah. That era of collector's edition and limited edition and all that, like, they were printing money. That was a weird time, man, to be a video game collector. Everything got, like, a collector's edition and then, like, the frickin' awesome edition, right? Weird time.
Fair warning.
And then again, speaking about size, transactability, storability, and everything, a lot of those, like, Call of Duty, what were they called? Prestige Edition, right? Modern Warfare 2 Prestige Edition. It comes with is that the night vision goggles? And Black Ops came with the RC car. Halo 3 Legendary Edition came with the helmet. Like, a lot of those, Skyrim Legendary Edition, you get the dragon statue. A lot of those now are, like, I don't want to say worthless, but those are not sought after. Because where do you put it? What do you do with it, right? It's literally, like, too big to be a sought-after collectible. Those are great examples, in my opinion, of stuff. Like, when we talk about the size, Resident Evil Village has, like, a massive edition, right? What do you do with that stuff? There's just nothing you can do. Yeah, Dead Space Ultra Limited was actually limited to 1,000 copies, right? Dead Space Ultra Limited, there's, like, Uncharted Fortune Hunter Edition. There are some interesting special and limited editions, but yeah, a lot of them were just printed into the dirt, and they're not that sought after now. Yeah, the Destiny, right? The Destiny one last week or a couple of weeks ago was like Ghost Edition, factory sealed Destiny on Xbox, and it sells for nothing. Because where are you putting that? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, 9.6 A+ copy here, $300 into Marvel Ultimate Alliance, 9.8 A+, almost to close out the auction here. There's also Spider-Man 3, 9.6 A++. This has, I think this is the copy you actually want. This has the bonus here, bonus-inspired Spider-Man top 10 comic book covers. Like, I think this is actually the rare sought-after variant here, I think. For the Call of Duty collectors, it's a 206 print, baby. It's a 206. But I think that's the copy of Spider-Man 3 you actually want. Ultimate Alliance here, 9.8 A+, pushing up to 124. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon Orda. Actually, I think this is the cheapest it's, like, ever sold for.
Next lot.
Yeah, give or take. 9.6 A++ was $200 back in April, so, like, 9.8 A+ or 162, definitely a deal, but not, like, a super deal or anything. This Spider-Man 3 game, no one gives a fuck. $94. $94, who cares, right? 9.6 A++, who cares?
Fair warning.
Knights of the Old Republic at $300 also, I think, is kind of cheap. The last 9.4 A+ WADA copy was $262, 9.4 A+, $225. I guess the last 9.6 A+ back in May was only $300 as well. That's just where it is right now. That's just where it is. Splatterhouse, no DLC, 9.8 A++. This is not the copy you want, frankly. Like we talked about first prints, second prints, all that good stuff. That's not the copy of Splatterhouse that you want to own. 9.8 A++ still went for what, $200-300 there? What was it? Where's Splatterhouse? Yeah, Splatterhouse went for $277.50. There's a copy that has a little blurb on it. It's like over here on the side, right here. It'll say, what's the DLC included? Maybe you get a chainsaw or something. There's a little splash on the cover, right? Of like, also includes whatever DLC. That's the better copy. That's the one you want on Splatterhouse. It's a cool game. I need a copy myself still, so like I am pumping. I don't own one. Orda is nothing on Xbox is popular. Nothing on Xbox is popular. Yeah, Breath of the Wild Master Edition though, Tring. Like we can talk about Breath of the Wild Master Edition, right? What's the VGA 8095 sell for? The VGA 90s, the highest graded copies of Master Edition. They don't sell for as much as the frickin' retail copy, right? They still don't sell for as much as the retail copy of the game. The last 85 plus was $2,000. That's it. $2,000 on an 85 plus. It's just not there. The 90 plus was $3,000 in November 2022 for a 90 plus big box. $3,000. Right? Like no one wants that because what are you doing with it? What are you doing with the Breath of the Wild? I sold mine years ago because I had nowhere to put it. Nowhere to put it. There's nothing I can do. I can't store that. I still have a freaking Skyrim Collector's Edition or Legendary Edition that like it's only worth $50 to $100. I just need to like give it away locally. I can't ship that. It sucks, man. They're cool as hell. Like they're cool as hell. But what the hell do you do with them? Your daughter and fiance surprised you with the PS5 for your birthday. Let's go, man. They bought you Elden Ring and a couple other games. You need to try it out. That's huge. When's my girlfriend going to surprise me with a PS5 for my birthday? My birthday just passed, man. There was no PS5. Fingers crossed for Christmas, I guess. All joking aside, elimination of the de minimis exemption in the States is going to affect pricing on all imports. Yes. Like, yes, Retro Game Rescue. It's 100% serious. The new import fees for the States is going to affect the price of things, and it likely is going to have effect on the price of Japanese video games. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's going to send them to the moon or anything, but like, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised. It frickin' sucks. Orda's cool, but it comes up a lot lately, and you know how that goes. Yep. And Orda isn't something that should come up lately. 32 now, you're still young. You won't start feeling it until you're about 37-ish. Which one has 71 graded? Orda? Panzer Dragoon Orda has 71 graded? That's crazy if so. Damn. Or are you talking about the... Are you talking about the Master Edition? Master Edition. You notice that every VGA graded PS5 Pro 30th anniversary is qualified because people open it to verify that it is brand new. That's why. A lot of people take them, they open it up to confirm that that is brand new. And then when you do that, VGA calls it qualified. A ton of consoles don't have any kind of factory seals on them. There is no sticker, there is no wrap, there's nothing, right? So the only way you can get brand new, not qualified, is to truly never open the box and look inside, right? But like, of course you have to look inside. You got to make sure it's freaking in there. You got to make sure it's brand new. But that's the issue. Yeah, Schrodinger's console, right? Is the console even in there? You can't be sure the console's in there, man. So that's why a lot of the ones that you see that are actually not qualified, the ones that are VGA standard, are also likely people who know what they're doing. They bought it from factory. They got it from Amazon. You know what I mean? People who know what they're doing are going to be the people who created VGA standard. And then people who learned about grading later or bought it later after release and stuff, those are going to be qualified ones. For a console, you don't know if you care about it being qualified or not? Don't lie to me, Thane. Don't lie to me, Thane. I know you care about it qualified or not. I know you do. You're not going to buy something that's qualified. Qualified. I know you're not buying it. I know you're not buying it. PC Showcase Auction Thursday, though, you guys. PC Showcase Auction Thursday. Pokemon Gold took the highest of the night here at 2,250. And the lowest of the night does go to that Grand Theft Auto concept disc. 85, the Grand Theft Auto concept disc here, the Air Track Turbo Special Edition for $74. The lowest of the night. The lowest of the night. Can we spend all Thursday talking about the SEGA auction? God, what's worse, hamster? That's a double whammy, bro. We got the PC auction. We can talk PC games or we can talk SEGA games. Like, what's worse? What's worse for the audience? How can we get the least amount of viewers in here? You know what I mean? Should we talk PC? Should we talk sports? Or should we talk SEGA? What's the worst? What's the worst we can do? Absolutely killing the stream and killing the viewership, man. Come on! Kind of funny. Kind of funny. A Pioneer would be worse? I agree. I actually agree. I actually agree with you. For myself, the Pioneer Showcase is the worst. It's hard for me to care about pre-Nintendo stuff when I'm so greatly removed from it. So I will say, that one is the worst for me. Certified collectibles would be all in. Yeah, we need to get Mike here. We need to get Mike in here for the frickin' Pioneers auctions, man. Kevin O'Leary's too busy frickin' pumping sports cards, Mike. I'm sure you saw that. I'm sure you saw Kevin O'Leary and his $12 million sports card purchase. If any of you guys didn't see this, I'll show you quick. This was like big news in hobby collectibles here. Kevin O'Leary, the co-owner. $12.9 million Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, logo man. What is it? What year is it from? 06? Can I click into this here? Let's get the actual story. Instagram, that's where it's taking me? Really? That's fine. Sports card investor. All right, that's good. Yeah. 12.932 million bought by Kevin O'Leary and a couple of other people. So like, he's busy, man. He's busy. He doesn't have time for video games. 2007, yeah, one of one. A 2007 sports card became the highest selling sports card ever, right? This is the number one sale now in the world. Pretty positive that is the most expensive sports card sale ever now. Now, it's not the most expensive sports card that exists. There are cards that exist that would very outsell it. Yeah, the PSA 10 mantle, other cards would outsell it. This is not the most expensive sports card that exists, but it is the most expensive sale ever. That's what Kevin O'Leary's up to, baby. That's what sports cards are up to right now. So when we're talking about video games, you know, not doing much or video games undervalued and stuff, like this is where sports cards are at. Where you got fucking Kevin O'Leary paying $13 million with a group of two other investors and just like, ay. We picked the wrong hobby, boys. We picked the wrong hobby. Why couldn't I get sports autism, right? Why did I have to get gamer autism? Everything could have been better. It's like you said, the Zelda and the trains and the Spirit Tracks. Why didn't I get sports autism? That would have been way better. Instead, I'm over here with frickin' video games. Ay. You can't play a sports card. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, exactly, right? We're worried about spending $500 on Demon Souls, one of the best games on PS3, limited edition, brand new, factory sealed, 20 years old. Meanwhile, like frickin' It's a different world out there, man. It's a different world. Yeah, all the sports card I have as well, hamster. All the sports cards that I have as well. Even worse, a double down, dude. Because I'm in Canada, I collected hockey cards. So if you think your sports cards are worthless, I have 90s hockey cards that are even double worthless. We wouldn't have had money for sports cards anyway. We would have had the sports card string. We would have had the sports cards. We would have had stuff that's valuable. You know what I mean? We would have had valuable sports cards, man. And it would have went up like 10, 20, 40x. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. Get into sports card dealing. You'll get your own hat with a propeller on it. Yeah, seriously, dude. I can start a rip and ship channel. At least you have O-Pee-Chee hockey and not tops. I don't. I have very, very, very little O-Pee-Chee hockey. Almost everything I have is score and tops. I have garbage hockey cards, man. It's all score. That's like the brand I was buying, Score Hockey. Aren't there some expensive hockey cards? I mean, no. Not really. Like, no. It's tough, dude. It's tough. 90s era hockey cards are just, it's tough to have value, man. It's like Big Box said, you kind of have to go back to O-Pee-Chee. Like, what's the Gretzky rookie year? Is that like 76 O-Peachy? Gretzky rookie O-Peachy year. I think it's like 76, 77. 79, 80. Yeah, so like even going back to hockey cards that weren't completely printed into the garbage, you got like 79. You know, so by the time I was doing hockey with like 1991, 92, 93, 94, all those years, 2000, it's all just worthless, man. They're all just worthless, unfortunately. I'm saying worthless. Maybe there's a few cards I own that are worth $10. And those are like rookies of some of the best hockey players that ever played, right? Like a Nicholas Lidstrom rookie or something. Fucking Joe Sakic. Maybe I have a rookie out there, but it's like, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. It's tough. It's tough. I'll go through my binder in another 10 years. I think I last went through my binder during COVID. I'll go through them again in another 10 years and see if there's anything in there. I highly doubt there ever will be, but I still own them. So on that note, though, you guys, Thursday, PC Showcase. Huge thanks to Heritage Auction sponsoring tonight. Huge thanks to you guys showing up for the auction. Thursday home opener in the PC Showcase auction. Does it get any better than that? 4 people for fantasy, too. If you guys are into fantasy football, join the Discord. Free link in the description. I'll put out another call, but on that note, have a great rest of your night, and talk to you guys on Thursday. We're back. We're back on Thursday, baby. Have a good night, everybody.